Katharine Graham, as the publisher and CEO of the Washington Post, not only broke barriers as a female leader, but also reshaped American journalism forever. Today, I'll be discussing the leadership journey of Katharine Graham, a pioneer in the media industry. With a background in leadership studies obtained throughout the past 6 weeks of course material, I've analyzed Graham's abilities to uncover the traits that make her stand out as a leader. I will examine her leadership traits and style, discuss the challenges she faced as a woman leader, and identify the lessons learned from her career. Graham's story exemplifies her toughness, leadership abilities, and ethics, making her a model for all aspiring women leaders. Born in 1917 in New York, Katharine Graham grew up in a wealthy family and initially lacked an aspiration for future leadership. She eventually graduated from Vassar College and the University of Chicago before later joining the family-owned business, the Washington Post. Her father, a multimillionaire financier, had purchased the Washington Post when it had been posted to bankruptcy auction in 1933. Her father eventually appointed Graham's husband, Philip, to become publisher, giving him a greater stake than Katharine in the company. Unfortunately, after years of living with depression, Philip took his own life. In 1963, Katharine Graham assumed the role of publisher before eventually becoming CEO in 1972. This marked a monumental moment in women's history as she was the first CEO of a Fortune 500 company. As a leader, Katharine Graham demonstrated traits of a transformational, situational, and ethical leadership. Graham challenged her editorial team to pursue groundbreaking stories and fostered a culture of courage. Graham inspired her team through tough decisions such as publishing the Pentagon Papers and exposing the Watergate scandal. These actions established the newspaper's reputation and its role in American history. As a situational leader, Graham was able to overcome self-doubts by growing into her role as a respected leader. She adopted her approach to leadership to align with the challenges at hand, learning to lead with limited experience. This helped during legal battles over the release of the Pentagon Papers. Graham stayed true to her ethical leadership, upholding principles of free speech and truth, prioritizing the public's right to know, even under pressures from the government. Graham struggles with overcoming challenges of gender bias. Graham entered a male-dominant industry where her abilities were often questioned, even by her own family. After inheriting her role in the Post, she faced many skepticism about her leadership as a woman. This led to personal struggles regarding her self-esteem and society expectations for women of that era. Graham faced both legal and political pressures of publishing controversial stories. This included threats from the Nixon administration during the Pentagon Papers case. From Graham, we learn about the lessons of courage, growth, adaptability, ethics, and integrity. Even when the stakes were high, leaders must stand firm in their convictions. Graham demonstrated courage while being under the pressures of political and legal threats, standing up for what is right. Her ability to grow in her leadership roles show that leadership can develop through learning. Through her journey, we see how self-doubts can evolve into confidence through purposefulness. By prioritizing ethics and integrity, Graham set standards for ethical leadership, demonstrating that the truth and transparency drives a meaningful impact. Katharine Graham's leadership journey from her rise to CEO to her courageous decisions exemplifies her abilities of transformational, situational, and ethical leadership. Her story reminds us that great leaders are not born, but rather made, often through adversity. We can carry forward her lessons as we strive to lead with purpose and ethics. Katharine truly stands as a hero for women, inspiring them to overcome social barriers and challenges. Thank you.